welcome. You're watching Plain Speak. I'm Akanksha Swaroop. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today made a historical visit to Jammu and Kashmir, the first one after abrogation of Article 370. There was outpouring of love and support as thousands gathered to cheer for Prime Minister in the Bakshi Stadium in Srinagar. Prime Minister also struck a chord with the valley as he began with an emotional connect in his address, आज दिल जीतने आया हूँ. Prime Minister Modi also hailed the new Jammu and Kashmir as he addressed a rally in Srinagar this afternoon, unveiling development projects worth several thousands of crores. Prime Minister also declared Jammu and Kashmir is now breathing freely and developing at a rapid pace after his government's contentious scrapping of Article 370. Opposition has time and again attacked the government after removal of Article 370. But while addressing the massive crowd in the Prime Minister's new Jammu and Kashmir, there was silence for the naysayers. Is Prime Minister's Viksit Kashmir pitch the biggest counter to Article 370 abrogation critics? That is the big question we will be taking to our guests in just a bit. But first up, let's also break down some important points for you. In his first visit to the Kashmir rally since the scrapping of Article 370 that split the former state into two union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, in August of 2019, Prime Minister has hailed the growth trajectory of the valley since the government's big move. He countered the opposition's criticisms over Article 370's abrogation. Let us also take a quick look at the big counters that Prime Minister in his Srinagar address made today. Here are those highlights. Now, unveiling the development projects worth several thousands of crores, Prime Minister said that Jammu and Kashmir is touching new heights of development. He also attacked the Congress and other opposition parties like National Conference and PDP. Prime Minister said that for political gains, Congress and its allies have misled people in the name of 370 for several decades. Now, Prime Minister also said that how Jammu and Kashmir was kept in chains for benefit of a few families under the garb of Article 370. Prime Minister also declared Jammu and Kashmir is now breathing freely and developing at a rapid pace after the contentious Article 370 was scrapped. Highlighting the massive growth and jobs push in the valley, Prime Minister said that today there are equal rights and opportunities for all. Prime Minister also reiterated that talent of the youth of Jammu and Kashmir is respected and that they are getting new opportunities. Viksit Jammu and Kashmir is the priority of Viksit Bharat was the biggest speech highlight of the Prime Minister today. Is Kashmir now on the path of unprecedented growth and progress? Let's look at what has really changed in the valley after the government took the big step of scrapping Article 370 in August of 2019. Now, these are figures as per the Ministry of Home Affairs report. Now, 2,654 stone pelting incidents were reported in the year 2010 as compared to 0 stone pelting incidents in 2023, 4 years only after Article 370 was abrogated. The figures are here for you to see. 132 organized strikes were reported as per Home Ministry's report in the year 2010, but 0 organized strikes were reported in 2023, only 4 years after 370 was scrapped. As per Ministry of Home Affairs report, there has been a 70% decline in terror-related incidents post-abrogation of Article 370, and that is a major key takeaway of scrapping of Article 370. Now, the valley has seen an 81% reduction in civilian deaths only after Article 370 was abrogated. The MHA report also goes on to say that 48% decline has taken place in death of security forces post the abrogation of Article 370. And that is why I bring to you on the floor the big question that we will be posing to our esteemed panelists today. Prime Minister has hailed Viksit Kashmir, and that the biggest counter to abrogation critics? That is the big question that we will be asking our guests in just a bit.
मेहनत आपका दिल जीतने के लिए कर रहा हूं और मैं दिनों दिन देख रहा हूं कि मैं आपका दिल जीतने की दिशा में सही दिशा में जा रहा हूं। आपका दिल मैं जीत पाया हूं और ज्यादा जीतने की कोशिश मेरी जारी रहेगी। ये वो नया जम्मू कश्मीर है जिसका इंतजार हम सभी को कई दशकों से था। इस नए जम्मू कश्मीर की आंखों में भविष्य की चमक है। इस नए जम्मू कश्मीर के इरादों में चुनौतियों को पार करने का हौसला है। श्रीनगर जम्मू कश्मीर ही नहीं, पूरे देश के लिए पर्यटन की नई पहल कर रहा है। जम्मू कश्मीर में परिवारवाद और भ्रष्टाचार का एक बहुत बड़ी गुप्त भोगी रही है हमारी जे.एन.के बैंक। बीजेपी बोलोगे बीजेपी बोलोगे मोदी 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 मोदी। दशकों तक सियासी फायदे के लिए कांग्रेस और उसके साथियों ने 370 के नाम पर जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को गुमराह किया, देश को गुमराह किया। मोदी 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 मोदी।
All right, so is Viksit Kashmir now the biggest defense for the Modi government as far as the abrogation of Article 370 is concerned? That's a big burning question I open to all my esteemed panelists today. And let me introduce them. I'm joined in by Mr. R.P. Singh, who's the national spokesperson for the BJP, Arshpreet Kadyal, who's a spokesperson for Congress, Imran Nabidar, who's a spokesperson for NC, and Aarti Tikku, who's a senior renowned journalist. Many thanks to all of you for joining in. Let me, in fact, begin with Aarti first. Aarti, when the Prime Minister had made that address in August of 2019, he went on to talk about how it was imperative to abrogate Article 370, primarily because Pakistan was using it as a weapon to only sow poison in the minds of the Kashmiris. Having said that, from 2019 now cut to 2024, what have been your personal observations and kind of the transformation that Jammu and Kashmir has undergone?
Well, thank you for asking this vital question today, because, I have covered Jammu and Kashmir for almost 24 years. And in the last 5 years, I have witnessed the kind of transformation that I have seen in Jammu and Kashmir I had not seen before. And that, I think in itself is a big testimony, because I come from Kashmir, I was born and brought up here, got displaced, and the kind of violence that we saw in 33 years, the kind of communal separatism, the kind of communal politics that was played by the dynastic political parties like National Conference and the PDP, the kind of threats that they issued against the Indian state, they issued against the government of India, and especially, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in fact, before the Article 370 and 35A were abrogated in 2019. If you remember, they had claimed that there was not going to be even one single individual in Kashmir who would hoist the Indian flag, or who would raise the slogan of India in Kashmir if Article 370 was abrogated. Lo and behold, in last 5 years, not only has the Prime Minister kept his word on Article 370 and 35A, but has also shown how the abrogation has transformed this place completely. And I think the biggest testimony was delivered by the people of Kashmir today. The thousands of Kashmiri people who had gathered at Bakshi Stadium in Srinagar today, it really is a slap on the faces of those who were threatening the Indian state. It's a slap on the face of those who created a conflict industry in Kashmir, who were always vested in the idea of conflict in Kashmir. Yeah.
That's a very interesting point to begin with. Thank you for setting the tone right, Aarti. On that note, let me in fact quickly go across to Imran. Imran, you heard what Aarti had to say, and that is something we've also heard resonating in Prime Minister's speech today when he attacked the opposition, especially with regards to Parivarvad. How would you like to respond to that attack?
I don't want to respond to what Miss Aarti Tikku had said, because
all right, but choose to respond to what the Prime Minister said.
Exactly what BJP, what BJP, let me complete. What BJP is saying, she has repeated the same thing. Let us first talk about the numbers. The numbers that are being talked about, because I was at different channels right now, and there is this big confusion happening. Today's rally was a big failure for the BJP political party. You need to understand it. Yesterday only and today only, there are images coming out from the rally, and it is so disappointing, and I am so saddened to see all those
lakhs
images.
Of people turning up at the Bakshi Stadium. I can't help but interrupt you there. No.
It is not.
Let's get the numbers straight.
The
numbers are speaking for themselves.
The total capacity.
Speaking for themselves.
You have to listen to me. I am from this place. I know the numbers.
We have our correspondents also sending us reports.
I know the numbers. So I am also giving you the numbers. The total capacity, official capacity of Bakshi Stadium is 50,000. They have renovated it, and they might have added another 20,000. So let us say it is 70,000 capacity of the stadium. Let us assume that. But as far as the people who were present in the rally, clearly it was only employees from Education Department, from Jammu Kashmir Bank, from Anganwadi centers. They have been bundled. Can you believe it? They,
Mr. R.P. Singh, I'd like to bring you in on
they were
this
taken out.
Because
let me make
your point. We've heard that during the day as well.
You didn't allow me. You're not allowing me to make
finish. You have 30 seconds.
Because this doesn't go with your narrative.
No, Imran. We have to take this conversation forward. I can't let you speak on for 5 minutes. Please finish your point.
I have not finished my point.
Please go ahead. Imran, please finish what you were saying.
So the point is that there was nothing new what Prime Minister said. It was a completely disappointing speech. There was no mention of any new project. There was nothing for the youth. There was no mention, the vote bank politics that they had used Kashmiri Pandits for. There was no mention about their return also. There was no mention of when they are going to hold assembly election. There was no mention of what they had promised in the parliament regarding statehood. There was nothing. I mean, it is just a repeat what Prime Minister said in Jammu. It was the same rhetoric what BJP leaders are saying about Article 370. Yeah, what next about Article? For 5 years we have been saying, we have been hearing the same thing again and again and again.
Imran, may I move forward now? May I move forward now? Mr. Singh, that attack has also not just come from the NC. We've also heard the Congress attack the Modi government for not being able to hold assembly elections so far, for not being able to promise statehood. Statehood is something that I'll also be touching upon. But I want you to come up with the right kind of reasoning as far as Imran's attack is concerned. He's also gone on to attack how these were only state employees who turned up in full force as far as Prime Minister's speech and presence in Bakshi Stadium today was concerned.
So as per Imran, there are 75,000 people on ground who are just employees. So 75,000 employees were gathered from Srinagar Valley, and then they were brought there. I mean, it's shocking and laughable both. But this is what the Mr. Farooq Abdullah's party has been doing. That's why they were against C-70 also, because they have been sowing the seed of disintegration from India and then using C-70 as a tool to disintegrate Kashmir from India, and then they had been fooling the youth there by doing so, and he is trying to toe the same line. He is still trying to toe the same line. He is the same party which used to say, which has taken support from Hurriyat proven elections. It's the same party which should say that Tiranga nahi lahraya jayega.
That is completely wrong. You are blame. No, I'm not going to accept it. If you have any proof, No, but how can you say that we have been supported by Hurriyat?
Who's
Do
conducting
you
the
have any
debate?
proofs
Akansha?
for this statement? How can you make such a
Yes,
statement?
yes, I'll give you the proof.
So how
I'll
can
give you
you
the
make
proof.
such a
I'll give you the
statement?
proof. I'll give you the proof. Wait,
No,
wait.
tell me. Give me the
I'll
proof.
give you the proof,
Give me
sir.
the proof. How can you say that we have been supported
I'll
by national conferences suffered,
Akansha, sorry,
our
I can't
people
debate.
were
I'm
killed.
sorry.
Imran, you have to
6,000
allow the
of our
guest to speak. No,
6,000
Imran, please allow the guest to speak.
No,
In
but
fact,
he
let me
needs
quickly
to-
cut
he needs
across
to- you
to
cannot
Mr.
make such-
Nirmal Singh, who, as we all know, is the former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir and also the former Speaker of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. Many thanks to you, Mr. Singh, for giving us your precious time. आज प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने बात की है मोदी जी ने अबाउट विकसित कश्मीर. आप जो है एक एज द फॉर्मर डेप्यूटी सीएम ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर एंड द फॉर्मर स्पीकर ऑफ द जम्मू एंड कश्मीर असेंबली, आई वांट टू नो फ्रॉम यू निर्मल साहब, आपने कश्मीर में किस तरह के चेंजेस देखे हैं 2019 अगस्त के बाद से?
देखिए, मैं अभी सीधा रैली से आ रहा हूँ. अभी मैं जौहर टनल से पहले हूँ, जम्मू वापस जा रहा हूँ. कल शिवरात्रि है
जी.
2 लाख से ऊपर लोग थे. 50% जो है महिलाएं थी. प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने 20 मिनट बोले. 20 मिनट 18-19 मिनट वो सीधा उन्होंने विकास की बात की. पहले 2019 के बाद जो भी बात होती थी, आतंकवाद की होती थी, अलगाववाद की होती थी, पाकिस्तान की होती थी, जहां यहाँ पर जो टेररिज्म इस प्रकार की बात होती थी, ऑटोनॉमी की बात होती थी, जो है सेल्फ रूल की बात होती थी, आजादी की लोग बात करते थे हुर्रियत के. आज कोई बात नहीं है. आज प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने सीधा नौजवानों से इंटरेक्ट किया, बेटियों से इंटरेक्ट किया. तो ये बताता है कि जो विकसित जम्मू कश्मीर, उन्होंने कहा कि विकसित भारत के लिए बहुत ही आवश्यक है. अगले 5 साल जम्मू कश्मीर के लिए, भारत के लिए बहुत ही प्रीशियस हैं.
निर्मल साहब, ये भी आरोप आ रहा है ऑपोजिशन से कि जो है ये जितनी भी जनता इकट्ठा हुई थी बख्शी स्टेडियम में, वो सब गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉइज थे. पर क्या इस तादाद में इतनी बड़ी गैदरिंग देखना कोई 2019 अगस्त के पहले सोच सकता था?
देखिए, मैं इनसे पूछता हूं कि ये चीफ मिनिस्टर रहे हैं, इनके जो है जो बुजुर्ग थे तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर रहे हैं. इतनी गैदरिंग इन्होंने की कभी एम्प्लॉइज की? यह सरकारी कार्यक्रम था, थोड़े से लोग आए थे, लेकिन लाखों की तादाद में महिलाएं, नौजवान, बेटियां जो थी, जिन्होंने बताया, सीधे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने उनसे बात की. उन्होंने कैसे जो है, जैसे निसार था, निसार ने कहा कैसे भी जो है उसका छोटे से उसने अपना जो है एक बहुत बड़ा बिजनेस खड़ा किया है और पूरे देश में.
निर्मल साहब, सिर्फ वही एक आरोप नहीं, आरोप ये भी लगाया जा रहा है कि लोगों को नोट दिए गए हैं उन्हें बुलाने के लिए.
देखिए, ये झूठ मारते हैं, क्योंकि अपोजिशन के लोगों के पास कोई इनका कोई एजेंडा फेल हो गया है. ये वो लोग कहते थे कि 370 टूटी तो जम्मू कश्मीर में खून बहेगा, तिरंगे को कोई जो है कंधा देने वाला नहीं रहेगा. फारूक अब्दुल्ला कहते थे कि चीन की मदद से 370 लाएंगे. आज इनका एजेंडा फेल हो गया है. आज ये जो नाप बातें करके जो है जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को, कश्मीरियों को जो गुमराह कर रहे हैं. लेकिन आज कश्मीरियों का जो जोश था, जो बलबला था, वो बताता है कि इनका एजेंडा फेल हो गया है और इनको लोगों ने रिजेक्ट कर दिया है.
मिस्टर सिंह, एक ये भी एलिगेशन लगाया जा रहा है कि चाहे वो असेंबली इलेक्शन हो या स्टेटहुड, जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने खुद प्रॉमिस किया था 2019 के अपने टेलीवाइज एड्रेस में, उसकी कोई बात नहीं हुई. आज स्पीच में उसका पूरा तरह से वो एब्सेंट थी. ये 2 इम्पॉर्टेंट बातें, उस पे आपका क्या कहना है? असेंबली इलेक्शन साइमल्टेनियसली क्यों नहीं किए जा सकते हैं लोकसभा इलेक्शन के साथ?
देखिए, एक तो अच्छी बात यह है कि इन्होंने जो 370 और 35 एक को जो भूल रहे हैं, इनको भूलना चाहिए. स्टेटहुड की बात करते हैं, जब उपयुक्त समय आएगा तो स्टेटहुड दी जाएगी. स्ट्रेटेजिकली जब भी जरूरत पड़ेगी, जो कि पॉलिसी डिसीजन है, सरकार इस पर डिसीजन लेगी. जो बाकी जो एजेंसीज है उनको बात करते हुए बस स्टेटहुड दी जाएगी, इसमें 2 राय नहीं है. जहां तक इलेक्शंस की बात है, अप्रैल में लोकसभा के इलेक्शंस में, सितंबर से पहले असेंबली इलेक्शंस होंगे, लोकल बॉडीज के इलेक्शन होंगे, पंचायत के इलेक्शन होंगे, डीडीसी बीडीसी के इलेक्शन होंगे, जो 72 साल नहीं हुए थे, पहली बार यहाँ हुए, दोबारा फिर समय से होंगे.
हमने निर्मल साहब एक परिवारवाद पे भी अटैक होते हुए देखा। जब प्राइम मिनिस्टर परिवारवाद की बात करते हैं और जम्मू एंड कश्मीर की किस तरह बर्बादी लगी थी उस परिवारवाद के दौर के दौरान, आप हमारी जनता को बता सकते हैं कि उस परिवारवाद ने किस तरह जम्मू एंड कश्मीर को बर्बाद किया था? जब भी हम परिवारवाद की बात करते हैं या बढ़ते हुए करप्शन की बात करते हैं 2019 के पहले तक।
देखिए, आपको मालूम याद होगा और जो इतिहास बताता है कि जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने, कांग्रेस ने शेख अब्दुल्ला को जम्मू कश्मीर और जम्मू कश्मीर को शेख अब्दुल्ला माना। आपको याद होगा 1987 में जब ये चुनाव हो रहे थे तो मफ जो है जीत रहा था। एक तरफा जो है कांग्रेस ने लोगों को उनकी विजय डिक्लेयर करके जो टेररिज्म का शुरुआत हुई थी, और मुफ्ती परिवार, शेख परिवार, यही दो परिवार थे, और गांधी परिवार, गांधी नेहरू परिवार वो दिल्ली से राज करता था। आज प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा उन्होंने, परिवारों ने आपको जो है बर्बाद किया है, 42,000 लाशें दी हैं जम्मू कश्मीर को उन्होंने, इस प्रकार की सोच ने। आप मेरे परिवार जन है, मैं गारंटी देता हूं, और ये मोदी की गारंटी, यानी कि गारंटी होने की गारंटी। और मैंने जो सोचा था जम्मू कश्मीर के लिए, उसका नतीजा ये है कि आज यहाँ पर जो है, जो मैं आब हवा देख रहा हूँ, यहाँ की जो वातावरण देख रहा हूँ, वो उसके कारण जो है, और मैं इसका मतलब है सही रास्ते पर चल रहा हूँ।
निर्मल जी, बस जाने के पहले आपसे एक क्विक सवाल यही मेरा होगा कि असेंबली इलेक्शन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में कब होंगे?
देखिए, सितंबर से पहले होंगे। ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी इसका रेफरेंस आया है, और ये जो है सरकार भी इसके लिए तैयारी कर रही थी, कर रही है।
तो क्या ये सरकार का वादा है कि ये सितंबर के पहले होंगे और फिर अमरनाथ यात्रा की बात नहीं होगी और दिसंबर तक तो नहीं टलेंगे?
हाँ, बिल्कुल होंगे, ये मैं विश्वास दे सकता हूं।
ठीक है, मैं उसी वादे के साथ आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कहना चाहूंगी। हमसे बात करने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। एंड विद दैट लेट्स क्विकली कट बैक टू आवर एस्टीम्ड panelists who've been waiting very patiently. Many thanks to you all for waiting your turn. Ashpreet, if I could come to you for all those points that were made by Mr. Narendra.
Can I complete, please?
Thank you.
All right. I will come to you, Mr. Singh. Let Ashpreet, in fact, also take this discussion forward.
Thank you. I want to thank Mr. Modi that he had the time to go to Jammu and Kashmir after 5 years of abrogation that was done. So a big thanks to the Bharatiya Janata Party. They spared time after 5 long years. Number two, Mr. Modi's speech was just as usual, high on rhetoric, low on facts. And the people of Jammu and Kashmir were expecting something that since the Prime Minister of the country was coming, they were expecting that it wouldn't just be intangible, something tangible would be given by Mr. Modi. There's been no jobs there. I mean, for tourists, they say Kashmir is heaven. But for the people who live there, the Bharatiya Janata Party never tried to make it heaven for them. The unemployment rate is at an all-time high there. There's no infrastructure development that has taken place, education, the healthcare sector, and on top of that,
how would tourism not happen if a G20 event has taken place in Jammu and Kashmir? If there's been a Chalo India Global Diaspora and also promoted by the government, do you think that the government would do that without adequate security preparation? Ashpreet?
Answering a question. Now, if there is everything that the government needs, what are they waiting for? Why do they not declare statehood already? Why do they not say that we'll be starting with the election? Now, the gentleman from the BJP that you were talking to, what did he say? That Supreme Court may reference aaya, very soon, we'll start complying with the orders. Elections bhi honge, statehood bhi restored hoga. The State Bank of India, wait 1 second please, one last statement. The State Bank of India, which is a government-owned bank, in electoral bonds case had said by March 6, we'll divulge all the details. They have also sought extension. I hope the Bharatiya Janata Party won't. And Mr. Singh here should give an assertion, should assure us that they will not.
Ashpreet, I've given you enough time to speak. You've made your points very eloquently. Mr. Singh, please go ahead and come up with that rebuttal to that.
Well, here is the appeal of Mr. Farooq Abdullah, is one of the leading newspapers, Economic Times, where he is seeking support of Hurriyat conference for his party. I mean, I'll send you the clipping also. So, and then for the information of your guest who is from Kashmir, Sir, I've been in charge of Kashmir for quite long, and I have hoisted national flag twice at Lal Chowk against the will of Mr. Farooq Abdullah and Mr. Umar Abdullah. And I was thrashed in police station for 4 hours for just hoisting national flag at the Lal Chowk. But that point is
point by point.
Let's talk about what has changed. Can I?
Imran, how do you respond
so
to
what has
a
changed?
personal experience that's being shared by Mr. Singh? It's disgusting to the national spirit of the nation.
Personal experience. I don't want to respond to his personal experience.
I filed a complaint in Munshi Rambagh police station at the time.
I don't want to respond to him.
Only if
whatever complaints you have, you deal it yourself.
No. Why won't you respond today? There's a national flag at every house today. Every village there's a national flag. Every individual hosts national flag. And then there's no stone pelting today. There's zero stone pelting. There are 1 crore 80 lakh tourists in the Kashmir Valley last year. This is the first time that there's an electric train going from in Kashmir.
You have served in Jammu Kashmir. You are lying. You are lying to your teeth. Who are you fooling? Weren't the national flag hoisted on the Secretariat prior to 2019? Was it not hoisted?
Not at all. I'm telling you my personal experience. Mr. Umar Abdullah.
Exactly. You are a liar. You are a liar.
Police station and got us thrashed for 4 hours. I'm giving
you are a big liar.
That is what 2011.
I'm not
here to
gentlemen, I sincerely urge you to please maintain decorum. Aarti, let's have a more neutral opinion over here. I'm sure they will also call you a BJP voice, but you're a journalist. Talk from your experience. What was it like to hoist the national flag prior to 2019?
Well, look, the fact is that I have been consistently saying what I am saying today for last 24 years. If the BJP or the Congress are now saying what I've been saying, then I am very glad that somebody has finally listened to what I was saying, what people like me were saying. There were a handful of journalists who were consistently saying the Kashmir policy of the UPA was wrong, the Kashmir policy of even the Vajpayee government was wrong. It's only Prime Minister Modi who made a paradigm shift on Kashmir. He did not listen to the advisors, the same advisors who were running a certain policy which created a conflict industry in Kashmir. And the problem today really is that Omar Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti, they cannot digest the fact that common Kashmiris in thousands of numbers have come and they have shown their confidence in Prime Minister Modi's vision for not just Kashmir but for the entire country. So that, I think, is the message today. And from my personal experience, I'm telling you, the last 5 years have been phenomenal for Kashmir. The number of tourists that came to Kashmir, the kind of positive energy that we see among youth in Kashmir, you see the kind of celebrities and stars who are visiting Kashmir and playing, for example, Sachin Tendulkar playing with common Kashmiris on the streets in Srinagar, in Kashmir. That, I think, speaks for itself that Kashmir has changed, no matter what naysayers say. But I think the Prime Minister has finally taken Kashmir on a progressive path.
Arshpreet, if I could bring you in on the bit as far as statehood is concerned, we have the figures with us. 42,000 innocents were killed in the last 3 decades prior to August of 2019. We have data over here from the Ministry of Home Affairs as well, which also goes on to, in fact, something that I had shared with our viewers earlier as well, which talks about how there's been visible reduction in terrorist-initiated incidents, encounters, civilians who've been killed, security personnel killed in action. And I can tell you by looking at the figures, it's a reduction for over 50%. In fact, as far as encounters or even terror-related incidents are concerned, there's been reduction which goes, in fact, beyond 70%.
Well, in BJP ka parivar, the people of Jammu and Kashmir are clearly missing. I mean, the Bharatiya Janata Party has only included the corporate, the powerful, the rich, and the corrupt. But they have forgotten that the people of Jammu and Kashmir, the hardworking ones, the poor ones, the ones who have worked all their life for stability, for
what stability are you talking about, Arshpreet? When you look at the kind of dynasty politics that plagued Jammu and Kashmir, no. This is somewhere I will be interrupting you. Where was the youth being allowed to take leadership roles?
Now answering a question, when I was saying that they've been working hard throughout their life and all they seek is stability, why does the Bharatiya Janata Party not allow for the elections to happen? What are they waiting for? I mean, the Bharatiya Janata Party ought to answer. Why even September?
All right, fair enough.
You could do it now.
RP Singh, please answer. Please answer.
Who's talking? Let's see who's talking. For 25 years they never held election. Mr. Sheikh Abdullah, father Mr. Farooq Abdullah was behind bar for 25 years. They are talking about the constitution and they are talking about democracy in Kashmir. Well, look who's talking. But let me give you some fair data. More than, give me a second. Yeah, in handloom export was 563 crore in 2021 and now it is, last year it was double the figure, 1,116 crore. The tourist sector has gone by 1.85 crore last year, tourist sector. More than 612 kilometers road was constructed. Air traffic has gone double in last 4 years. Whereas the night landing facility was never there. Now there's a night landing facility there. Now first electric train from Udhampur to Srinagar to Baramulla link has started. The highest ever bridge which is being built for the train link. So there is overall development which is happening and there is a democracy on ground and on route when there is an election for panchayat, when there is an election for other ground activities.
All right, many thanks to you. All right, I'm giving you 10 seconds, Harshpreet.
Yeah.
I'm giving you 10 seconds.
Today, they even accuse certain parties of mismanagement. I only want to congratulate the Bharatiya Janata Party on the double standards because these very parties that they were accusing of mismanagement, when they were with the Bharatiya Janata Party in an alliance, then they used to say, "Kya management?" Now that they are not
all right, I'm glad that you at least congratulated the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Is because of Rajiv Gandhi. Whatever we are facing in Kashmir.
All right, thank you so much, our esteemed panelists, for joining in on this very interesting discussion. It's time to cut to a quick break. But coming up after that short break is NDA expanding with the BJP, all set to stitch alliances with BJD in Odisha and TDP. Pawan Kalyan in Andhra. Meanwhile, the Congress CEC meeting is also to decide on its candidate list for 2024. What explains the delay? We'll be diving into that, but after a quick break.
गुरुजी
मेरी तरफ से नाजिम आपको और आप जैसे युवाओं को मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
थैंक यू सर। सर एक गुजारिश है मेरी सर, एक बार सर मैंने 2023 में KVIC के डिपार्टमेंट में सर मैंने वहां पे एक सेल्फी ली थी, सेल्फी विथ मोदी जी, मगर आज मुझे जी चाहता है कि सर उस सपने को भी मैं साकार करूं, उसको भी पूरा कर सकूं।
चलिए मैं कोशिश करता हूं, मैं एसपीजी के लोगों को बोलता हूं, बाद में आपको इस तरफ ले आएंगे, जरूर मैं आपके साथ सेल्फी लूंगा।
शुक्रिया सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू। इस टाइम पे मुझे ये 60,000 रुपए मिले, मेरे घर वाले भी बहुत खुश हो गए, मैं भी मोटिवेशन से फुल ऑफ पावर हो गया कि मुझे 60,000 रुपए मिले। और धीरे धीरे करके ये सफर मैंने सर आगे लिया और धीरे धीरे करके मैंने 200 बॉक्स अपना कायम किए। वो 200 बॉक्स कैसे हो गए? मैंने उस टाइम पे एक सहारा लिया PMEGP का। PMEGP के तौर मुझे 5 लाख रुपए मिले और मैंने अपना एक कारोबार बढ़ाया। और 2020 में मैंने सर अपनी वेबसाइट खोली और वेबसाइट खोलने के बाद धीरे धीरे मेरा एक बड़ा ब्रांड बन गया। और ब्रांड बनने के बाद हमने ऑनलाइन हजारों केजीज के शहद भेजे। मेरी वेबसाइट पे 2023 में 5,000 केजी शहद बिके हैं। और धीरे धीरे करके ये सफर आगे बढ़ा सर। मैंने 2000 मधुमक्खी के बक्से बना लिए और मेरे साथ मैंने अकेला ही काम नहीं किया। मैंने सोचा खुद ही मैं अपना बेनिफिट नहीं लूंगा, मैं और को बढ़ावा दूंगा, अपनी यूथ को इसके साथ जोड़ूंगा। धीरे धीरे करके मेरे साथ लगभग 100 बंदे सर जुड़ गए जो ये मधुमक्खी का काम करते हैं। 100 जोड़ने के बाद धीरे धीरे मैं सर आगे बढ़ा और 2023 में मुझे सर FPO मिला। और FPO के मिलने के बाद अब हमारे पास सर कोई टेंशन ही नहीं। अब तो हम FPO के थ्रू मार्केटिंग लिंकेजेस, एक स्टॉल लगाने पर सर हमें एक स्टॉल में हमने 1-1 लाख रुपए कमाया। और वो भी सर डिजिटली। हमें दिक्कत होती थी पहले जब एग्जीबिशंस में जाते थे, 1 लाख रुपए जेब में कैसे घूमते थे सर। क्योंकि आज हमारा यूपीआई सिस्टम है, आजकल हमारी 98% पेमेंट डिजिटली हो रही है। तो डिजिटली ट्रांसफॉर्म होने के बाद सर उसके साथ हम भी आगे बढ़े, देश के साथ हम भी सर आगे बढ़े। थैंक्स सर।
नाजिम जी, जब पढ़ाई करते थे तब क्या सपना था?
सर जिस टाइम पे मैं 10वीं जमात में था तो मेरा सपना, पहले घर वाले मुझे बोलते थे आप डॉक्टर बनो, आप इंजीनियर बनो, तो मैंने घर वालों का मैं नहीं सुनता था। मैंने सोचा सर मैं अपना दिल का सुनूंगा। तो मैं जब 2 बक्सों के पास गया था तो मैंने सोचा नहीं, मुझे डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, जो मुझे खुद लगे मैं वो करूंगा। और धीरे धीरे के सर करके मैंने अपना मधुमक्खी का काम संभाला।
परिवार आपकी क्षमता को जानता था, आप डॉक्टर बन सकते थे, लेकिन आपने वो रास्ता नहीं चुना और आपने एक प्रकार से स्वीट रिवॉल्यूशन, हमने ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन सुना है, हमने व्हाइट रिवॉल्यूशन सुना है, आज मेरा कश्मीर नाजिम जैसे युवाओं के कारण स्वीट रिवॉल्यूशन का नेतृत्व कर रहा है। बहुत बहुत बधाई। अच्छा नाजिम जी, आपकी इस पहल में जैसा आपने बनाया, सरकार की योजनाएं रही, लेकिन शुरुआत में शायद सरकार में योजनाओं का लाभ लेने में दिक्कत आई होगी, या सरलता से आपको समझ आया, मिलता गया?
सर 2018 की बात अगर मैं करूं तो मैं पुलवामा, बारामूला, गांधरबल, अनंतनाग सब डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में गया सर, क्योंकि मेरी तड़प थी कि मैं इस मधुमक्खी के काम में काम करूं। मगर कहीं पे मुझे उस टाइम पे सपोर्ट नहीं मिला। मैं एक एक बंदे के पास गया, लास्ट में डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर के पास गया और उन्होंने मेरा हाथ थाम दिया और सफर आगे बढ़ता रहा।
नाजिम जी, देखिए मधुमक्खी का ये व्यवसाय जो एक बिल्कुल नया क्षेत्र होता है और आप बहुत आसानी से कर सकते हैं, और उसके कारण फसल को भी बहुत फायदा होता है। यानी मधुमक्खी एक प्रकार के आपका फार्म लेबरर के रूप में भी काम करती है। तो आपके मधुमक्खी के इस काम के कारण किसानों को समझ आ रहा है कि आप उनकी भी मदद कर रहे हैं।
सर बिल्कुल, जब भी हम आसपास आज मधुमक्खी डाल रहे हैं, हमारे घर वाले बोल रहे हैं आपको जमीन चाहिए हम दे देंगे, आपको कोई सपोर्ट चाहिए हम दे देंगे। आपका ही फायदा नहीं जा रहा है बल्कि हमारा भी फायदा हो रहा है। इसलिए जब भी हम राजस्थान में जा रहे हैं, हम कोटा में जा रहे हैं सर, हम यूपी में जा रहे हैं, वहां हमें जमीन मुफ्त में दिया जाता है ताकि आप यहां पे लगाइए, हमारा फसल भी बढ़ेगा, आपकी आमदनी भी बढ़ेगी।
नाजिम जी, आप इतना सारा करते हैं, एक सुझाव मैं देता हूं और आप ऑनलाइन भी करते हैं। सेंट्रल एशिया में जो हनी होता है, उन देशों में हनी, क्योंकि वहां भी ये हिंदू कुश पर्वत है सारे, वहां भी हिमालय की तरह ही सारी पर्वतमालाएं हैं, वहां की हनी का एक प्रकार अलग है और मैं मानता हूं कि आप ऑनलाइन उसका स्टडी कीजिए। दूसरा, वे लोग अलग अलग टेस्ट के लिए अलग अलग फूलों के बीच में अपनी मधुमक्खी का पालन करते हैं। उसके कारण जो हनी मिलता है, उसकी स्मेल, उसका टेस्ट उस फ्लावर जैसा मिलता है, तो उनको बहुत बड़ा मार्केट मिलता है। मैं चाहूंगा, भारत में भी बहुत प्रयास हो रहे हैं, उत्तराखंड में भी बहुत सफलतापूर्वक प्रयास हुए हैं, और नाजिम जी आपने भी जरूर ऐसा किया होगा।
सर हमारे जो कश्मीर का हनी है, बाकी जो स्टेट्स का, न्यूजीलैंड का, जो अदर कंट्रीज का हनी है, हमारे भारत का हनी इस टाइम पे नंबर 1 है। हमारे कश्मीर का एकेशिया पूरी डिमांड है सारी वर्ल्ड की सर। हमारे एकेशिया सर पहले 400 रुपया केजी था, इस टाइम पे वो 800 रुपए, 1000 रुपए तक पहुंच गया।
नाजिम जी, आपसे बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगा। आपने जो पहल की उसमें बहुत स्पष्टता और साहस चाहिए, और आपको स्टूडेंट लाइफ में इतना विजन आपका क्लियर होना, ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात है। मैं आपके माता पिता को भी प्रणाम करता हूं जिन्होंने आपकी ऐसी परवरिश की, और आपने हर चुनौती को चुनौती देते हुए, डट करके सामना करते हुए आप प्रगति कर रहे हैं। आप देश के नौजवानों को दिशा दे रहे हैं, वरना वो इंतजार करके बैठता है, मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है। आपने इंतजार नहीं किया, आपने छोटी सी शुरुआत की और आप आज देश की ताकत बन रहे हैं। मेरी तरफ से नाजिम आपको और आप जैसे युवाओं को मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
थैंक यू सर। सर एक गुजारिश है मेरी सर, एक बार सर मैंने 2023 में KVIC के डिपार्टमेंट में सर मैंने वहां पे एक सेल्फी ली थी, सेल्फी विथ मोदी जी, मगर आज मुझे जी चाहता है कि सर उस सपने को भी मैं साकार करूं, उसको भी पूरा।
Welcome back. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Akanksha Swaroop. Now, just ahead of the Lok Sabha polls and assembly elections in Odisha, there are talks that the ruling Biju Janata Dal, led by Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, could rekindle ties with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Although there has been no formal announcement yet, leaders of both parties have hinted at a re-alliance. The BJD left the BJP-led NDA back in the year 2009 after an 11-year political partnership due to failed seat-sharing talks. Meanwhile, the NDA is further looking to expand with tie-up with TDP and Pawan Kalyan in Andhra Pradesh. As the NDA now looks to expand, the India bloc is in disarray with more and more allies leaving this entire alliance. The Congress Chief Election Committee is holding its crucial meeting on finalizing its candidate list today as we speak. But for now, let's also break down for you the seat sharing between BJP and the BJD when they fought together in elections of 1998, 1999 and even 2004. Now, in 1998 Lok Sabha elections, BJP and BJD fought on a total of 21. BJD together won 16 seats, with BJD winning 9 and BJP 7 seats in the year 1999 Lok Sabha elections. BJP plus BJD together won 19 seats out of 21, with BJD getting 10, BJP 9. In 2004 Lok Sabha polls, BJP plus BJD got 18 seats together. BJD secured 11 seats and BJP got 7. Now let's also have a quick look at the vote share when BJD and BJP fought together in 1998 Lok Sabha elections. BJP plus BJD together got 48.7 vote share. BJD, if we break it down, had 27.5%, BJP 21.2%. In 1999, BJP plus BJD got 57.6%, BJD got 33% and BJP got 24.6% vote share. In 2004, BJP plus BJD got 49.3% vote share. Together, BJD got 30% as BJP and 19.3% was BJP's vote share. Now, what will it mean if the BJP returns to the NDA fold? Now, 2019 Lok Sabha polls in Odisha, let's go by the figures then. The total seats were 21. The party seats were won as far as the vote share by BJD was concerned. It won 12 seats. 43.32% was the vote share. BJP won 8 seats on the other hand with a 38.88% vote share. Congress won only 1 seat with 13.99% as their vote share. BJD plus BJP together got 82.2%. Isn't that phenomenal now? With a vote share with BJP now, BJD returning to NDA fold. That is the big question that we are now looking at. As 2014 Lok Sabha polls were concerned, the party seats as far as the ones won were in fact 20, and that amounted to 44.77% for the BJD. The BJP won only 1 seat and that amounted to 21.88%. Congress won none. Now let's also tell you what was the combined figure of BJD plus BJP. That was 66.65%. Well, that's the data we are sharing with you by the Election Commission. Also, in terms of the Congress CEC meet is concerned, let's also give you the inside scoop of what to expect from the CEC meet. The meet is meant to finalize its first list of candidates. Senior leaders and former chief ministers are going to be asked to contest. Not all leaders are at the moment ready to fight elections. Congress is also planning to contest on at least 275 seats. The suspense nonetheless remains on Amethi and Raebareli. Discussions are still on as far as southern states are concerned. They will remain priority. And in fact, let me now open our question for our panelists. This is the big battle for Bharat that CNN News 18 has been tracking for you. NDA is expanding. Congress is yet to finalize faces. So who will have the edge? That is the big question. And for that, let me also introduce my guests in just a bit.
Anything which will be conducive for the development of Orissa and for the people of Orissa, because BJD as a regional party is always making strides in all aspects of development in Orissa.
अजीब मंजर है कांग्रेस की राजनीति का। पहली बार अमेठी से प्रत्याशी घोषित करने में कांग्रेस इतना समय लगा रही है, इतना चिंतन और मंथन कर रही है।
All right, and with that, let's now quickly introduce our guests today. I'm joined by Ms. Mahima Singh, who's the spokesperson for the Congress Party. Mr. R.P. Singh, who's the national spokesperson for the BJP, continues to stay with us. Many thanks to you, Mahima ji and R.P. Singh ji, for joining in on this discussion. Mahima ji, the big burning question is, what is causing the delay? Why aren't we getting a clearer picture for the India alliance till now?
Jai Hind, Akanksha, I was listening into your report and I was reminded of these words of Fahim Gorakhpuri's. किरदार देखना है तो सूरत न देखिए, मिलता नहीं ज़मीं का पता आसमान से. So when you ask me why is the delay, I ask you where is the delay? There is a process, there is a protocol in our party and we go by that protocol. We do not issue lists in haste like the BJP did. And you see the blunders they did in Upendra Rawat, in Pawan Singh at Asansol. So the Congress is poised. The Congress goes by its procedure, and when the lists come out, those will reflect of the poise that we embody. And I think when Ms. Smriti Irani says that Congress ki rajniti ka manzar ajeeb hai, I think apne gireban mein jhaak ke dekh lena chahiye. What is happening in Madhya Pradesh with Sadhvi Pragya Thakur? What happened in Delhi, Meenakshi Lekhi and Dr. Harshvardhan are dropped, and we see, in the name of families, dynasties, Parivarvad, we see Bansuri Swaraj being fielded. We have seen what happened at Asansol. We have seen how Gautam Gambhir and Jayant Sinha already withdrew from the BJP's politics of hatred. So I think we are not in any hurry. We are working on the ground. And who are representing the people's fight will also come in the meantime.
But then the critic to that, of course, is that, the critique that's coming out is that you do not have a steadfast partner. I will be deep diving into that bit as well when we look at how the Aam Aadmi Party has in fact not given you a chance as far as Punjab is concerned. We have a host of players over there as well. But Mr. R.P. Singh, what would you like to say as far as the attack that she's just launched on Bharatiya Janata Party?
Well, you rightly said, I wanted to start with Punjab only, and then therefore yesterday in the assembly, Mr. Maan virtually humiliated and rubbed salt on the wounds of Mr. Bajwa by saying, तुम कितनी बार सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी के साथ बैठते हो? मैं तो रोज बैठता हूँ. Have you ever met Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi? I mean, he virtually rubbed, had there been anyone else in place of Mr. Bajwa, he would have quitted politics and would have done something else, or he would have quitted Congress party. And they say they are in alliance. He said, हिम्मत है तो तुम हमारी कुरुक्षेत्र से सीट काट कर दिखाओ, हिम्मत है तो हमारी भरूच की सीट काट कर दिखाओ. This is what Mr. Maan said in the assembly. So this clearly shows what sort of alliance they have with Aam Aadmi Party. But that point aside, I mean, let's talk about Mr. Rahul Gandhi. I mean, Miss Smriti Irani has thrown a challenge. Let him contest Amethi. I mean, she has dared him to contest Amethi again. And I am telling you today, he is not going to contest Wayanad also. He can't afford to contest Wayanad because this time the CPI left parties have pitched a very strong candidate from there. and it will be very difficult for Mr. Wayanad to, Mr. Rahul Gandhi to even think of contesting Wayanad. He will look for some safe haven in Telangana or some place in Karnataka. But that point aside, and even Karnataka is not easy for them, let me put it very bluntly. But we are going ahead, and then we have already announced about 195 seats, and we are going ahead
did the Congress party
in various states.
All right, Mahima, I'm sure the Congress party did foresee how you will end up in a fight as far as your own alliance partners are concerned. When you look at a seat like Wayanad now, going by what we are seeing, the way the picture is emerging with the Rahul Gandhi now fighting against a candidate from the left.
You see, Akanksha, we are a thoroughly democratic party, and we not only practice democratic principles and values, we are standing guard to those very values, which is why we have come together and joined hands with like-minded stakeholders, because those values that are embodied by the Constitution of India.
But what like-minded stakeholders? No, forgive my interruption, but I can't help but ask you, what like-minded stakeholders?
JDU? I will not participate in a debate where you do not allow me to complete my thought.
I'm asking you a question. TMC.
Allow me to. I am answering your first question already. I am talking about allies, like-minded allies, and you have seen, we have dialogue, unlike the BJP. The BJP is really nervous today, approaching, running pillar to post, approaching and reconciling with old partners. 16 allies, Akanksha, have left the NDA ever since Mr. Narendra Modi came at the helm. 16 is not a small number.
No, but I can't fathom that you will call, that you will still call, you will talk about, like-minded stakeholders when you have a JDU and a person like Nitish Kumar, who was the one to herald in the entire alliance. He was a key figure who talked about, as far as the entire formulation of this entire India alliance is concerned. And you're saying that the like-minded stakeholders are still with you?
That may be the perception that you carry, and you are very free to carry that. We remember how there were talks about Akhilesh Yadav and Aam Aadmi Party, but here we are. You see, we remember how a few months ago it was being purported by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and in fact the media as well, that this alliance is not going to stand erect till the elections. It's going to fall apart piece by piece. And here we are, and the BJP is.
Can I ask a small question to her?
The nerve is really showing on the BJP. They're desperate right now. As I said, running pillar to post.
No, but we don't see any kind of disruption to the ongoing talks as far as even BJD and BJP is concerned. We ran the figures for you. We've seen this as a historic alliance ever since the 90s. Okay, Mr. Singh, please go ahead.
Our PCC, just a minute, Akanksha, in Odisha, just a minute, Akanksha.
Mahima, you've already said what you had to. You've already said it's getting repetitive now. Let RP Singh also finish what he is saying.
All right.
Let's talk about the alliance with TMC. I mean, Mamata Banerjee has mocked Congress by saying that they will not get more than 400 seats out of 300 they are going to contest. Since they are not contesting 300 now, they are only trying to contest 275. Probably that 40, sorry, that the figure was 40. From the number of 40, it will come down to probably 35 or 32 if we go with the proportionate figures. So what is the alliance with the TMC? And in Kerala, their left is fighting against them. What alliance they have? So, and then I just told you about Aam Aadmi Party, what sort of alliance, and then person who was the fulcrum of the complete alliance, Mr. Nitish Kumar, has already left the alliance. But that point aside,
Mahima over here begs to differ. Mahima over here begs to differ, Mr. Singh, that he was not the fulcrum of the alliance. Mahima.
Yeah, see, when the BJP spokesperson speaks, it is very evident how the BJP thinks and functions. They are anti-democracy in their approach. We understand that. In fact, from 2014's Achhe Din to 2019's Amrit Kal to 2024's Modi Ki Guarantee, we see that narcissism has only taken the center stage. So when they don't understand how
in a federal you tell me of one. Okay.
Just a minute. How in a federal, just a minute, Akanksha. How in a federal structure like that of India's, different key players can take different approaches. It's all right. We can be together in one state and we cannot be together in another state because the state-specific issues are varied. The demographics are varied. The geopolitical issues are varied, Akanksha.
RP Singh,
and we
please,
respect the federal structure of this country.
please
unlike
come
the
up with
BJP.
your
Very small
response to
point. Very small point. Ask her. I mean, he said just spoke about federal structure. I mean, part of the federal structure, someone is talking about disintegrating the country. Mr. Raja other day was saying that we are union of states and we Malayalis are different, Tamilians are different. So, and then same language, Mr. Rahul Gandhi also speak, and so same language the spokesperson of the Congress is speaking here, and same language was spoken by Mr. That Khalistani Amritpal Singh, saying that India is union of states, so every state has its own domain and they can do whatever they can do within their states. So this is what the problem is, that they still don't take India as one India. What to talk about India alliance? I mean, but they don't treat India as India.
Akansha,
so that's how the total Congress and their alliance is.
Go ahead, Mahima.
Kanksha, the problem is that the BJP feels it is okay when Mr. Narendra Modi, as the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, spoke about the state taxes which were denied by the centre purportedly. And now today, when the same...
But he never said that India is union of state. He never said that India is union of state. And he never said that we can have a different state as a Gujarati state. When your partner has said so.
Habit of interrupting from. The BJP spokesperson must know that when we interrupt, we respond in the same manner.
All right,
as he
Mahima,
does.
please finish what you were saying. Right, please finish.
We are learning from the BJP to deal with them in their own way sometimes when required. So it is very clear they disrespect the federal structure. They use it as per their own convenience. And that's very clear today, because the BJP is only all about jumlas. It has nothing to do with public issues. In fact, from the jhootha achhe din ka wada, it has boiled down to just one person today who denies any position to any other political
Mr.
player.
Singh, Ek Bharat, Shresht Bharat has just been rubbish by Mahima. How do you react to that?
55 crore people has been given Ayushman Bharat cover for the health scheme. I mean, what is that?
Report,
11 crore people have been given cover under the Kisan Samman Nidhi. More than 10 crore women has got the gas cylinder at their doorstep. More than 14 crore people has got the water connection. More than 4 crore people has got the roof on their head. More than 45 crore people has got bank accounts open on their name. So without depositing a penny. So this is achhe din. This is how the country is progressing. And we were the shambling economy, the 5 shambling economies in the country in the world. Today we are one of the 5 robust economy in the world today.
All right,
our GDP growth last quarter was
8.4,
which was left at 4.8 by 4.8 by the UPA regime.
Mahima, I have a question. No, I have a question.
But I wanted to ask a question of the BJP spokesperson already, Akanksha. All the cramming that he has just regurgitated is all right. But I want to ask, when they talk of Modi ka parivar, is Manipur not Modi ka parivar? When they talk of Modi ka parivar, are the farmers
110%. 110%. But
Mr. Singh, let me take my question from Mahima. Mahima, the KPCC General Secretary, Mr. Ravindra, resigned yesterday, and he said that the Congress party expects money from candidates. That's a massive allegation coming in from a senior political figure from the Karnataka Congress. How do you expect your alliance to stitch up? How do you expect Congress to go into its working mode if you have allegations like these to deal with?
See, Akanksha, as I already mentioned about the democratic values that this country embodies and that we believe in.
But that allegation is overturning those democratic values, because that makes your party of the rich, by the rich, for the rich.
Akanksha, I will allege that you were partisan on your show. Will that make you partisan? I don't think so, until it is proven. So, innocent until proven guilty is the principle of natural justice. Somebody has made an allegation, let him go out and prove it.
No, but you have a general secretary of the KPCC saying that. You have a KPCC general secretary saying that, and that speaks volumes of the Congress party then.
I have statements.
In fact, I'm running short of time, Mahima and Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, I want to ask you, we've been hearing of magic figures from the Prime Minister. How confident is BJP now at the moment of reaching a magic figure? How many seats are you targeting, and how many are you confident of?
110% will cross the figure of 370 as BJP and 400 as the NDA. And let me tell you, last time we would cross 224 seats, we crossed 50% and above. This time we are going to cross 370 seats, 50% above vote. And we have been working on that ongoingly. And Mahima ji, गरीब आदमी की चिंता हम लोग करते हैं, आपकी तरह झूठे वादे नहीं करते। आपकी सरकारों के पास ना कोई मॉडल है, ना कोई रोल मॉडल है।
Mahima, the question is very basic. It's very basic. RP Singh just mentioned a magic figure of 370. BJP very confident that the NDA will cross 370. Is there any magic figure that you can quote?
Akanksha, before I talk 40, about, see, we are not...
I have only 15 seconds to wrap up this discussion, Mahima.
No, just a minute.
Mamata Banerjee quoted 40 out of 300 seats.
Mr. Singh, please let her finish.
Question, allow me to answer it. Yeah, you see the BJP spokesperson was just talked about, he talked about गरीब, गरीबों पे तो भाजपा हरा पर्दा डालती है और गरीबों के लिए दीवार बना देती है जब ट्रम्प आते हैं तो इसलिए our magic figure will be determined
and Mr. Singh for joining in on this discussion. In fact, we'll have to close it at that. And with that, it's a quick wrap from my end here at Plain Speak. Many thanks to you for watching. Up next is Hard Facts with Rahul Shivshankar.
Very good evening. Viewers, let me begin by asking some very basic questions of all of you. Would you apply to join a company that is making losses? Would you trust a personality that was lacking in credibility? Would you associate with someone who didn't hold you in high regard, who treated you with contempt? The obvious answer is a resounding no. Obviously, viewers, any such association for you would be fraught with negative implications. And that's why today, when the towering political personage of Naveen Patnaik or a